Steve Grace, Turkey Bowmaster here. I collect all my target trash, the wear and tear of what comes out of the target when you shoot broadheads, and keep it in a 5-gallon bucket. I'm fixing to show you why and what I do with it. Alright, I'm doing a little 3D target repair. I'm going to show you how I do it and why I save those target scraps. And I've got everything I need for repair right here. I've got my big gap foam filler. You want to get that the big gap, not the small. Some of them say like a 1-to-2 ratio. This is a 1-to-3 ratio of expanding. You want to get the foam that expands real good. This stuff's real messy. You're going to want to have some rubber gloves. Tip, if the rubber gloves you kind of turn inside out, just blow into them, open them up. Stuff is really messy, it sticks to you. Get your rubber gloves on. You're also going to want to lay some plastic down because stuff's, like I said, really messy. I got this deer target that shot out. It's got a replaceable core. I'm kind of doing away with a replaceable core system. I'm going to foam that core in. That's the first thing I'm going to do. And put a little foam in there. There, and I'm going to beat that in, and that foam will keep it glued in. Alright, first thing I want to do, I've got a little plastic up real tight to the target underneath to keep the foam from dropping out underneath. And what that does is it just forms, you know, the initial base. I got plastic that I'm going to wrap up at the plastic that you put underneath. You want to extend it out far enough that when you get done with the foaming job, you can wrap the plastic around it, and then you might want to take even some more. I got this big roll of wide plastic. You can use saran wrap, anything like that. Put my initial little blast in there. All the areas in there. And then I'm going to take my target trash, I'm going to start throwing it in there and packing it in there. This expanding foam is not dense by any means. It's not dense enough to really stop an arrow. Especially out of high poundage bows like I shoot. Just want to put a little bit in, stick that down in there, foam it. More. And there's a little dirt and leaves and all that with it. It don't hurt. This foam will stick it together. Foam some more. Like I said, this stuff's supposed to go 3-to-1. The more you can keep it from expanding, the denser it'll be. And that's pretty much it right there. Only takes a few seconds. Wrap the plastic here. Wrap this here. And this under here is sitting on a couple of blocks. Get the target up. This is one of them type targets that has the insert that goes out the back a little bit, and it just came forward a little. I'm gonna stuff it back in, wrap it up real good. Turn it on its side, and I'm gonna wrap it some more. I ought to be shooting in that target in another couple of days when it dries. Alright, I'm doing the coyote a little bit different because it was so completely shot out to the point that the leg was shot off. Just about the entire body had a hole through it, about 3/4 of the body. And it's going to take a lot more of this filler to put in there, and a lot more of this trash. But what I did is I went ahead and wrapped it. I just completely wrapped it until I got a cavity in there, and then I cut a little X where I'll put my foam inside. And the foam's not going near as far as I thought it would, so I'm gonna have to use a lot more filler. Probably needed about 3 cans of foam. I only had 2. Alright. But it's going to expand out 3 to 1. It should expand out really, really big. I'm using all that filler. The target I use out there is my main target. It's a blob target. That's one of the best broadhead targets there is. They last forever, but the more you shoot broadheads, the more these little crumbs will come out. I believe that can had more than the last in it, to be honest with you. Alright, now it's coming out that hole. Cut in the plastic. Just add some more over the top of it. And that was probably the better of the 2 ways to do that. Let's go ahead and wrap the thing up in plastic and cut the hole where you I may try to reattach that leg. I think, oh, here it is. I think I might, if I can find some of those political signs or whatever. It's got some kind of soft steel where they stick in the ground, or flower arrangement rods. I may can put some rods down in here and angle them up toward the front of the body, like where the shoulder blade is, a place where you're not supposed to hit. Put this on and refoam it, and that should hold it. I'm not sure it will, but it should. It'd be worth a try anyway. Alright, it's been 24 hours. Got my coyote patched up. That's the one with the hole completely through and the leg gone. What I did, I took an aluminum flat like this and made a knife hole up in the body and down in the leg, and inserted this to hold the leg in place while the foam dried. And I'm fixing to take a shot. Yep, that's the way it's done. If you're accustomed to repairing with foam, you know that nothing but foam is not that dense, and you'll shoot all the way through. This one didn't shoot near about all the way through, and just a good way to make use of your target trash, stuff that comes out of your targets. Just collect it up, pack it inside your 3D when you make a repair. Makes for a lot better repair.